Here we go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome, folks, to Allegiant Stadium, the home of the Raiders, right off the Las Vegas Strip. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. Green Day Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Away to start us off. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He'll be tackled now at the 18. That's good coverage there. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks an open space.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Game moves it to the 35, first down again. Scanning the field, it's Manning. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oregon. A big defensive score.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only did they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
7, Texas, 0.
And here's the return from inside the 5. But he's got some space here. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football. It's a great spot to start this drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going a pick 6 last time out here. They're going to the air on the first play. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense produces 6 points.
How about that one, Chris? The big man goes up, shows his skills to come up with that interception, and then the athletic ability to run it back for a touchdown. The big guy can move.
With the extra point, the lead is 14.
14, Texas, 0.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackle made after a solid game will spot the ball for 31.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break.
And looking for a big play here. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football. An early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
2nd and 10 now from the 31 after the incompletion. To throw, it's Manning. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Short pass finds the tight end.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. That's what the defense did here. They knew the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
It's 4th down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. The Longhorns will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. 4th down looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop there on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Longhorns looking to keep this drive rolling. Dropping back. It's Manning. Pressure is coming. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running back has it on the screen now. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
The Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. And he'll set up to throw. Finds his man. It's Price.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
The Longhorns move into the red zone. An inside deal now from the shotgun. End zone ahead. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Texas. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. And he stopped with the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Dropping back. It's Moore. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time, the big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
On the move now. He's hit as he throws it. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
Man, I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, that's mano and mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a 1st down.
Caught behind the line. It's Hunter. They bring him down to the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Offense clicking now. It's another 1st down at the 45. Moves out of the pocket. Throws to the tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. And Justin Herbert, of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Ducks looking to run some tempo here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Here's the handoff. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Back to throw. It's Moore. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up fourth down now.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
He knocks it through with confidence. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. The punting team on the field on first down. Not the way he wanted to kick it. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. The offense comes back out on the field. They'd love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He gets loose. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Offense right to the line, playing the tempo now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Tries the right with a quick throw. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
24, Texas, 7.
Bringing it out, it's Gibson. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So currently, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. To the air. It's Manning. He escapes the pocket. He's got room to run. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others, but, man, plays like this is what you love to see. And kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
Longhorn starting a new series here on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Quarterback drops back. And it's caught across the middle. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. They cap the drive with 6 points.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
The extra point is good. They cut the lead to 10, 24-14.
24, Texas. 14, Texas.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring touchdown on their last possession. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got him probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Toss play to the outside. Past the 30. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs. They did it right there.
The Ducks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hunter. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Gonna run it. It's Hill. Breaks free. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Grab behind the line. It's low. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone. The first down to 17.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, and they're just playing very efficiently right now.
It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
solid drive, and the defense rises up now. The offense facing a 2nd and 15. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion, looking downfield. It's Moore. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. Thrown to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. This passing game is still on fire.
But if somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown, there's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The receiver makes the catch. Across the 30. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's a big first down for this offense. And it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Looking to throw. It's Manning. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this...
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Offense recovers the fumble. It keeps going. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The sack sets up 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Lets it fly to the wideout. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. He can go. Touchdown, Oregon. A crucial pick 6.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime, and doesn't it feel like this thing's already over? Just a first half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
And the extra point was up and good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? He'll hand it off. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Contact as he threw it. The sure hands. It's Washington. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game. I'm running down, just one play left here in the half. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Dropping back. It's Manning. On the move now. He bought some time, now lets it go. Catch is made along the sideline, and he's forced out of bounds. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half.
Texas.
Bringing it out. It's Moore. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Receiver in motion now. He keeps it on a design run. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. With pressuring and sacking, will be tackled inside the 10.
Well, well, well. Everything worked to perfection in the first half of this offense, and the defense comes out swinging, clearly listening to the head coach and the defensive coordinator to try to regain some momentum themselves.
Gets the kick away from his own end zone. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Longhorns offense takes the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Quick spin on the run.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Bringing pressure. Looking deep to the right side. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Now he's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Offense makes their way on the field. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Slams right into the wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. change the pre-snap look now. Throwing off play action. And it falls incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Moore. But they don't connect. It's incomplete. It brings up 4th down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
This one will be down at the 35. Texas offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He shreds the tackle. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that 1st down marker. Instead, we got a 4th down decision.
4th down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. He's running out of time here. Incomplete. A huge 4th down stand by this defense.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the 2nd half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They finally stop him all the way down at the 6-yard line.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. He gets the 1st down in the process.
The Ducks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage because right now it is not working.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he steps out at the 2, so close to a pick 6, but a tremendous play.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Suddenly off the interception, it's 1st and goal for this offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fence. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Man, that is a great example of the option. Pitch it out perfectly. They completely caught the defense off balance down near the goal line, and it translates into a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Oregon 52, Texas 14.
He's going to bring this out. He lost the ball. It's a wild scramble. The kick team grabs the ball.
Another example of taking care of the... on how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too.
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
59, Texas 14.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. The back's got it. Running through the tackle. That solid pursuit, they'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. This has been a beatdown, and the stats at the end of 3 reflect that. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Ball handed off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Moves out of the pocket. He'll heave the ball deep down that right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside. And on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving his quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much here in the 4th quarter.
The pass rush closing in, but it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
The shotgun handoff here. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. To the air, it's Moore. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Boy, shout out to this defense. What a play. Great job of getting penetration. Hey, they're backed up near their goal line. It does not prevent them from sniffing out that trickery of the jet sweep. Good job of picking that one up.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Oregon. They finish off the scoring drive.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Gibson. He's got an opening. Watch out, he's got great speed. On the move. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown.
I love the fact they didn't give up today. This has not been a great game for them, but the fact that they're still fighting late says a lot about the character of this football team.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this 2-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
Oregon offense retakes the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? He finds some space. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
On the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. Minor penalty will cost the defense 5 yards. Offense facing a 2nd and 6 here after the penalty. That's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Ducks. This offense is still clicking.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He's got the first and still going. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, what in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
On the ground, it's Price. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
The Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Running back grabs it on the screen. And they wrap him up and bring him down in what is the final play of the game. Well, this one, defied everyone's expectations except this lower-ranked team. Nobody gave him a chance not just to win, but to blow out this respected team.
They came in at the very beginning of this game. You can almost feel it, a chip on their shoulder every single possession.